Corruption is a cancer that consumes a nation from within. It is not merely a matter of a few bad actors or isolated incidents of bribery. It is a systemic disease that poisons the very soul of a country. When corruption becomes deeply embedded, it steals more than just money from public coffers. It steals opportunity from the young, who find that merit and hard work mean less than connections. It steals healthcare from the sick, as funds meant for hospitals and medicine are diverted into private pockets. It steals safety from communities, as law enforcement becomes a tool for extortion rather than protection. It fundamentally breaks the sacred trust between citizens and the state, creating a society where cynicism flourishes and hope withers. In such an environment, public services crumble, economic growth stagnates, and the rule of law becomes a hollow phrase, applicable only to the powerless. A country suffering from this level of decay cannot be fixed with minor adjustments or superficial reforms. It requires a fundamental reset. This reset is not a simple act, but a complex and determined process of dismantling the old, corrupt structures and building new ones founded on principles of transparency, accountability, justice. It means rewriting the rules of the game so that power is checked, not abused. It demands that citizens become active participants in governance, not passive subjects of kleptocratic rulers. This is not a task for the faint of heart, nor is it a quick fix. It is a long, arduous journey that will be met with fierce resistance from those who benefit from the existing system. The path is fraught with peril, but the alternative, a slow, inevitable collapse into a failed state, is far worse. This essay lays out a clear, step-by-step path for this national reset. It is a plan designed not for academic debate, but for practical application. It speaks in simple, direct language because the fight against corruption must be understood and embraced by everyone, from the highest echelons of power to the most remote, rural village. The actions outlined here are not theoretical ideals. They are concrete steps that can be taken by leaders, courts, the media, ordinary citizens, and international allies. The first and most critical step in any national reset is to drag the problem of corruption out of the shadows and into the stark light of day. For too long, corruption thrives in secrecy, whispered about in private conversations, but rarely quantified or exposed in its full, horrifying scale. To fight this enemy, we must first know its size. We must know its shape. We must know its methods. This requires a comprehensive and brutally honest effort to measure the problem. We must gather concrete data on the extent of the rot. This means initiating independent audits of all government ministries, state-owned enterprises, public projects. They must be led by credible external experts, perhaps with assistance from international bodies. The goal is to follow the money, track spending down to each clinic and school. Every contract, every invoice, every salary disbursed must be scrutinized. Count documented cases of bribery, fraud, and abuse of office in every province and municipality. Compile clear public reports with simple charts showing where money goes and disappears. Create a public-facing online dashboard tracking key corruption indicators in real time, percentage of no-bid contracts, average delays in infrastructure, and reported cases of police bribery. Let journalists, academics, and civil society access raw data to hold government accountable. When people see road budgets gutted or medicine undelivered, corruption becomes personal. This diagnostic phase maps hotspots for leaders and shatters public apathy. It turns vague discontent into focused outrage and unstoppable momentum. Without truth, any reset is built on sand and will collapse at the first resistance. The journey begins with telling the truth and protecting those who carry it. Once the commitment to uncovering the truth has been made, the next step is to protect those who carry that truth. In every corrupt ministry, company, and precinct, honest people witness wrongdoing. Clerks see fraud, engineers see substandard works, officials are ordered to approve illegality. They are silent from fear. of losing jobs, legal retaliation, harassment, and threats to their families. The state must create ironclad legal protection backed by an independent institution. Pass laws granting immunity for good faith reports and shielding against dismissal, demotion, discrimination. Build clear, confidential reporting channels with anonymity options. Offer physical protection and relocation for high-risk cases. Provide free legal counsel and defense against vexatious suits. Reframe whistleblowers as heroes. Celebrate recovered funds building public goods. With protection and honor, truth becomes a tidal wave that corrupt networks cannot withstand. Truth and testimony are meaningless if they do not lead to consequences. The justice system must be cleansed and fortified. Courts become tools shielding the well-connected. Judges appointed for loyalty, decisions bought or coerced. Fundamental reform is non-negotiable. Independent counsels for selection, vetting, appointment. Protect judges from interference. Entrench pay, tenure, and peer oversight. Infuse resources, digitize dockets, train for financial crimes and forensics. Create specialized courts with priority to expedite high-level trials. Trials must be open, fair, and evidence-based, not witch hunts. Prosecute the powerful on irrefutable proof. End impunity. Impose real deterrence. Prison, asset forfeiture, even non-conviction-based where law permits. The machinery of government is the engine through which corruption is often executed. Bloated, inefficient, staffed for loyalty, not skill. Patronage turns office into personal enrichment rather than duty. Begin with a thorough audit. Verify credentials, find ghost workers. Remove unqualified, fraudulent, or corrupt staff, lawfully with due process. End jobs for loyalty. Publicly advertise vacancies, exams, and objective interviews. Raise salaries to living wages to reduce petty extortion. Enforce a strict code, conflicts defined, gifts banned, penalties clear. Rebuild ethos through comprehensive retraining. Reward honest, efficient service with promotions and awards. Remove the corrupt, hire on merit, pay fairly, celebrate integrity. Become guardians of the public good, not tools of plunder. If corruption is a fire, then government contracts are its fuel. Procurement of goods, services, and works is where the largest sums are stolen. Opaque processes, tailor-made specs, collusion inflate prices and degrade quality. The guiding principle must be radical transparency. Mandate a centralized portal publishing tenders, specs, all bids, committee minutes, winner, and final price with justification. Digitize to reduce human discretion and create a permanent public record. Enforce competition. Limit exceptions. Write generic, fair specifications. Expose shell networks via ownership transparency and debar bribery, price fixing, and fraud offenders. Monitor delivery quality. Tie payments to verified milestones. Crowdsource oversight via mobile reporting. Clean procurement saves billions and delivers the infrastructure citizens paid for. A national reset cannot be top-down. It must be owned and driven by citizens. An engaged, educated populace is the ultimate check on power. Reform the curriculum. Rights, democracy, transparency, the harms of corruption. Tell relatable stories, not just statistics. Make impacts tangible and personal. Teach citizens how to use new tools and rights. Support a vibrant, independent civil society with transparent funding. Train citizen auditors. Convene local budget forums. Advocate reforms. Move from cynicism to zero tolerance. Condemn graft. Honor refusal to bribe and truth-telling. Slowly, permanently, a culture of integrity takes root. Large-scale corruption is transnational. Stolen billions flow through shells and offshore hubs. They buy real estate, yachts, and jets overseas. Build international alliances to track, freeze, and repatriate assets. Leverage global frameworks and review mechanisms. Dispatch credible teams with well-documented cases to key jurisdictions. Coordinate with counterparts to freeze accounts and seize properties. Engage anti-corruption bodies for forensics, legal strategy, and training. Credible reforms attract financing and legitimacy. Create a publicly overseen fund for recovered wealth. Invest in visible public goods to rebuild trust. Turn repatriated money into tangible benefits for the people. Resetting a country is a generational struggle of patience, persistence, and unwavering courage. These reforms are not a menu, but an interconnected ecosystem. Each strengthens the other. Data empowers press. Protection empowers testimony. International help follows genuine national resolve. Expect backlash and setbacks, but remain steadfast. Leadership and public resolve are critical. This is a marathon. Reform must honor democracy, human rights, and due process. Build durable institutions, not replacements for elites. Change is possible. Small, honest acts, multiplied by millions, become a wave. Public office is public trust. Justice is blind. Every citizen can prosper. The march is long, but for the nation's children, it must begin, continue, and prevail.